I'm looking forward to this. I wasn't at first.
And first to step on the scale, O'Sullivan. 159.2. O'Sullivan, 159 and 1/4.
The winner of this is going to be Canelo versus Golovkin mandatory. Believe that? WBA, of course.
Next to make his way to the scale, the former IBF Middleweight World Champion from Montreal, Canada, David Lemieux. 160 pounds for the former IBF Middleweight World Champion.
That's always been his body type, but he's a little more defined and he doesn't look as dried out. Like, he looks a lot healthier this time around, especially since this fight is so important for him in his career, you know, because he can't take a loss to Spike O'Sullivan. That's really, really, really going to set him back. Remember, this guy lost to Joaquim Alcine, David Lemieux, and Marco Antonio Rubio, you know? And Spike O'Sullivan is looking also in the best shape of his career as well. And he's always been pretty good on the mic, even though he doesn't speak a lot of words. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. This is actually the third, second fight on the pay-per-view opener. It's going to be first on the opener of the pay-per-view. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Moises Fuentes. It's going to be David Lemieux versus Gary Spike O'Sullivan for the WBA mandatory for Canelo Golovkin, not Murata, the WBA world champion. Then you're going to have Jaime Munguia.
House, Ireland.
Jaime Munguia.
Where is Canada?
Versus Brendan Bad Boy Cook.
Oh, they want to go right now. Save it for the ring, gentlemen. Tomorrow night, HBO Pay-Per-View. Live from T-Mobile. Make some noise, Las Vegas.
For the WBO 154-pound title, that's Munguia versus Cook. And then, of course, Canelo versus Golovkin. So it's a really, really entertaining
Obviously,
card.
big fans of each other. They are ready to get down tomorrow night from right here in T-Mobile Arena.
Let's listen to the post-fight interviews. There's some bad blood, like a lot of bad blood. You know, David Lemieux called Gary Spike O'Sullivan a woman beater. He was like, I don't know. You know, I hear that he beats his girlfriend. You know, this guy's got a big mouth. That's his favorite line. This guy's got a big mouth. And I'm going to shut it for him.
I looked at him right now.
I could smell the fear, and I could feel his heart beating. He was anxious, and he's shitting himself right now.
Yeah, where he at? He didn't just leave the stage.
Why do you during your face-off right now, you just did your normal bare knuckle stance. What is it about it that Lemieux gets under your skin?
He's a fucking asshole. That's what gets under my skin.
All right. Last time you're going to see him before you step in the ring tomorrow. Your last words to David Lemieux.
You're getting knocked the fuck out.
All right, give it up for Spike O'Sullivan.
You know the leather's going to fly tomorrow night right here in T.
Yeah, you saw David Lemieux just got the hell out of there. I mean, obviously, you know, he's likely hungry and like, motherfucker, go get something to eat. You know, or maybe he had to throw up and he didn't want people to see it on the stage or whatever. Boxers be having a lot of, you know, issues making that weight, man. Grown-ass men who walk around at like 180, 190 pounds having to cut, you know, 20 pounds like every 6 months. You know, that shit is crazy. Trust me, I'm working on it right now. But I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. It's, you know, I'm not surprised with the WBA. So if you don't know, let's go look at it real quick for those who don't know the WBA, you know, situation. So you have Ryota Murata, who's taking on Rob Brandt very soon. I forgot the exact date. In fact, we can just find it out right here, right? Let's see. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. For the WBA World title on October the 20th. And it's crazy because they want him versus Golovkin later on this year in Japan, which will be a very, very big fight. Also a unification of those WBA World and WBA Super World titles. But the WBA has decided to order Gary Spike O'Sullivan and David Lemieux to be the mandatory for Golovkin and not Murata. It's, you know, these motherfuckers, man. I can't stand them. They piss me off. The WBA. They just do whatever the hell they want. Somebody's got to stop them. It ain't right. But either way, both of these guys were promised Canelo if Canelo wins. You know, so Spike O'Sullivan is fighting for a shot at Canelo, and this is the biggest card he's ever been on. Remember, he's lost to Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr. in a horrible performance, but he did knock out Antoine Douglas on an undercard of Saunders versus Lemieux in Canada. So he's really, really fought his way back up here. So it's a good fight because of the not only because somebody likely is going to get knocked the fuck out, but also the storyline is both of these guys are at the end, like the last legs of that major title run shot of their careers, you know? So I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.